The downside to not having a large audience is that nobody can come in and say, "Hey, dude, we can't hear you." My audio was off this whole damn time. So we'll start over again. Colonoscopy went fine. Jesus. I have spent 10 minutes, well, more like probably like 8, explaining everything that happened up to the colonoscopy and then after. And here I am. So, I'm sorry. That's so frustrating. Anyway, from midnight on, no food. And I basically went to, like, my mom came and picked me up this morning. I got dressed in very loose clothes, very chill clothing. No, no biggies, no big clothing. Um, like, besides that, it's like a little gassy, still had some issues. Like, you take the meds, and so okay. Woke up in the morning, got dressed, fed the dogs. My mom showed up. We got in the car. We went to the surgery center. Went in, checked in. They got some information, and we waited. We were probably waiting a good 5 minutes. They called me in. Mom and me went in. 3 ladies came in and talked to me, the main nurse, and then some anesthesiologists, the technicians. And I have... getting to my veins is kind of difficult at some point. Like, they tried getting me here, nothing. So they ended up getting me here, put my line in, and I got... I got undressed, got a bang out, and then they did that. I laid down. They did the thing. They asked me if I wanted a warm blanket, and I was like, nah, no, you know what? Go ahead. Get the blanket. Not for any bad reasons. But, like, I got up in the morning. It's like 50, early 60s outside. I'm wearing just kind of, like, baggy, sweatpants shorts. I'm wearing my Ghostbusters, Ain't Afraid No Ghost shirt. And I said, you know what? Let's just do this. I get in, I get changed into the gown, take off the underoos, hop on the bed. They have me laid back. They put a cuff on, for blood pressure. They stick me, and it took her a little bit, and I felt bad. I really did. Plus, when she was doing the tourniquet broke. Not a positive thing on my fat ass end. The feel of it, though. It shouldn't have broke, really. And she was worried that it slapped me, and I was just like, nah, it's fine. Anyway, she got it in. It did hurt a little bit. I ended up having to... What I'll do sometimes if I know it's uncomfortable pain, not like, but it sucks. So what I end up doing is I'll like, take my, like kind of basically put pain somewhere else. I'll either pinch myself or I will try to, do something that'll cause pain somewhere else, a slight pain that will distract me, because I will hold my breath or something like that, and it's just, okay, we could do better than that. But yeah, but it was fine. They rolled me in. I was on my side. And that's when they give you an initial injection of some stuff that kind of just, chills you out a little bit. And it's only for a very short period of time. It was literally only like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm laying there. They wheeled me into this room. I'm laying on my side, and I'm noticing my head feels a little swimmy, I guess is the right word. And I'm like looking at a spot in the ceiling, and my eyes are kind of trailing a line, and I'm like, I didn't want to really trail the line, but it was hard to kind of keep focused on one particular thing, just slightly enough to where I was recognizing it, and I was telling them about it, like making sure that they knew everything that was going on. No pain, little you know, we're doing good. And they kind of explained some stuff to me, and then out. I woke up in the waiting area, not in the waiting area, in the same, very similar area that I was in. It's a little off to the side, different area around the nurses station that they've got. Um, but that was it. I got up. They told me that I'd be a little, I'm gonna be a little woozy, whatever. I had some abdominal ache, feeling like I was gassy, obviously. But I did not feel dizzy. I did have a slight headache, like around here. I could kind of feel it. Um, where are you? I'm gonna get rid of this tool. Where are you? Did you go away? Okay. So that was fine, and like I said, it was just slight discomfort, and I feel good. Um, no major issues. So, yeah, just some slight discomfort, and like I said, I was not aware. Like you will notice some blood, either here or here. There was a bit of blood, like on my gown and everything, and on the dressing, and it was just like, and I didn't. I thought it was okay. It was still wet. Like I put my hand on my belly for a second and did this, and there was a streak of blood, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, that's bleeding a bit." Um, so yeah, but I took the gauze off, popped the big band-aid on there, so it should be good to go. And I'm not seeing any bleed through, so the bleeding is probably done. But that area is still, it's a little sore, like touch wise, like achy, but not pain, like ow. If I was punched in the arm, I'd be beating somebody's ass. That would be not cool. But um, but yeah, no. I came home. Drive was simple. I walked up some stairs without any. I mean, stairs without any issues, which is normal. But I was kind of like when I was gonna get off the bed, I was off the gurney or the whatever. I was just like, she brought in the wheelchair, and I was like, I probably, you know what, just in case. Yeah, she's like, yeah, hop on in. But I probably could have walked out and gotten the car just fine. I did not feel like I needed to, but for my safety and insurance stuff, it's probably a good idea to pop on it, and, get the wheelchair going. But yeah, no, it was good. I had a really good experience. It turned out really well. Dr. Young was very professional, very chill as well. So did not have any issues there, and yeah, it was a good time. I had a great experience with my colonoscopy, if you can say that. Have you ever thought that you were going to end up having a great experience with a colonoscopy? Yeah. Wait a minute. Why? Am I this far? Did I? Oh. Oh. Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I definitely need to put a few more lights around here because it's getting kind of dark. Yeah, need to lighten it up a little bit, but oh, but yeah, no, it turned out I had a good time. I mean, not like hey, let's do that again, but yeah, no, it felt very professional. I didn't feel like treated like an inconvenience. They were there to do the job. They did a great job, and yeah, I'm happy for it. Everything turned out great. So, yeah. I'll need to put some beds in here. But yeah, so colonoscopy went well. They did find 3 polyps. The doc kind of he didn't say anything. Like he wasn't like he didn't seem like he thought it was a bad thing. I mean, obviously polyps are kind of like hey, but he did not make it out to. He did not make it seem like hey, yeah, this is it's not a good thing. He did say it's a very good possibility, depending on what we find. You'll probably need to come in, like whenever you find polyps, you gotta. It's probably going to be a 5-year thing versus like 10-year, because it really does depend on what you get when you do the colonoscopy, like what you find. And I was just like, that makes total sense. That works. I mean, that works for me. I mean, I'm okay with that assessment. Of the situation. So yeah. I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, yeah, there's that. But yeah, so I'll find out later on this week if there were any issues with the polyps that they found. But all in all, good. I came back. I had some broccoli and cauliflower with ranch. But that's basically it. There's nothing major. I am like obviously like my main issue right now, and it's not really an issue. It's mostly just how things are. Is gas. So yeah, and that's this is that's a thing. That's just what happens, you know. So let's see. And now I'm just gonna widen up this tunnel to the other base. Eventually, I'm gonna connect them in this whole freaking island, actually, because that's what this is. It's just a small island, really. And it's like a lake around it, but like water goes all the way around this little village town. So oh, I need to fix that real quick. You don't need that. But no, all the nurses were really awesome. The anestheticians were great. Yeah, it was. I had a really good colonoscopy. Hmm? I mean, I have. All right, there's okay. We'll take care of that when we do. When we do. Okay, let's. Which way's quicker? We'll go this way. But yeah, colonoscopy turned out fine. Everybody's happy with how things have gone. I'm happy that I'm There's not like, ooh, hey, we found a big problem. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for no problems. Yeah, see, it's like there's water through there. This is slight connection, and then it's water all the way around here. Then it goes all the way around here. So this is actually a little island. Let's see. Well, I think what I'm going to do is just cover all of this with the dirt. Though I may bring down some of these hills a little bit. It's looking pretty good, actually. I need more stone. Oh, speaking of which, I need to do... What? Another one of these for here. There, that makes it so much better. So... let's do carrots. Really? Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, dang it. I got too close to the edge. Oh, goodness. All right. Okay. I will be right back. I'm going to let the animals in because I let them out when I got back from the thing. So, uh, give me a second. Okay, back to the game. Whew. Alright, I was going to make a shovel. Drop off some of this stuff. Alright. So like I said, one of the I didn't know if everybody mentioned this, but like after you're on the medication and they tell you like, hey, don't do a lot of moving around. I mean, not a lot of moving around. You're not gonna want to get behind the wheel of a car basically or do anything. You're gonna feel wobbly or whatever. Good thing to do is just go home, feel sleepy, go to bed. I was a little tired, kind of, but not a whole lot. And actually, I feel fine. Like I don't feel exhausted or sleepy or whatever. So, yeah, I feel fine. And part of me was kind of like, I could probably just go to work. It should be fine. Like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to work. I mean, I just had people put things up my butt. It's water. I'm interested in the water sound, like where. Obviously not this way. I'm thinking it's this way. Oh, come on. Nothing there. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Whoa! Whoa. That's a drop. But like for me, like I said, I did have a bit of the whole freak out of, ooh, I gotta have a colonoscopy. You know, that's some serious. There's some serious stuff going on there. That's not recreational butt stuff. That's, you know, kind of important stuff. So, yeah, very, very important stuff. And I think one of the main reasons for doing the colonoscopy was just that, you know, I wanted to be sure everything was good. And that's the whole point of, like, spending what I'm spending on health insurance right now. I might as well, and, like, get my money's worth. I mean, I'm going to be paying on something. I'm sure something will come up and says, hey, you'll need this. But I also am glad to know that, like, hey, everything went pretty good. So hopefully that shouldn't mean I should get any sticker shock on any extra stuff. But it's insurance company, so I mean, you can't be sure until you get the bill. A lot of times insurance companies say, well, we're not paying for that. But I have been assured to a certain extent that, like, when it comes to colonoscopies, the out-of-pocket is usually, like, if you don't have insurance, isn't, like, just like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to take out a loan. And with insurance, it's drastically cheaper. And of course, there is also the concept of like, hey, you don't know what's going to happen. So getting kind of like pre-screened, know what your options are. But then again, also, like, they'll say, nope, we didn't find anything, but that doesn't mean nothing's going to be there the next time they look. So I think part of my issue is just with everything that was going on with my roof, fixing, like, working on the house. I got the animals, I really wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get blindsided by another issue. And I'm not. Ah. Is that it? I was expecting more out of this tunnel. Maybe it was up there that I was thinking it needed to go. Alright, there's... Ugh. There we go. Oh, goodness. Oh, well. There we go. We got the dirt. I'm curious now. That's not a husk, that's a camel. Okay, I need to... If anything, I need to have another pickaxe. And I'm not going to get one. That's fine. Oh, wait, no, let's see. That might have been something in there. Oh, wow. More friggin'... Is that a... Is that Gary? That's Gary! Oh, I'm sorry, but what happened? Oh, goodness. You got stuck, didn't you? I knew he didn't disappear. Poor guy. Oh, I thought he despawned. I thought he was goners. Gary! Hi, bud. Let's go. Let's get you out of here, bud. Heck yeah. I knew you were okay. Well, I didn't know. I was really worried that you weren't. Yeah! Heck yeah, there we go. No, you know what? Okay, I set this game up as the desert biome. And, I've been doing a lot of like taking the dirt and covering the area up, but I really haven't been searching for diamonds yet. I have gotten some. Um, Let me check actually. I have found some diamonds, and I'm slowly working on that. But as of right now, I don't think I've got. I've kept most of my diamonds, all the good stuff. What? There better not have been anybody in my freaking base. Alright, that was weird. Freaking. Anyway. Oh, yeah, so I've gotten like, I found like 7. Thank you. Yeah, I set up to do a totally, it's all desert biome for the whole world. So that meant wood was going to be an issue. Getting, sticks, not a big deal. Sticks and, the sticks and stones to make the stuff. Ah! You jerk. It wouldn't be too bad to make tools. But if I wanted to make a bed, I had to have some blocks and wood. So what I ended up doing was I found a village, looked for a trader, found some dirt, put dirt all over an area, and let the grass grow from a sheep enclosure. So I had a whole area covered in grass. Because I also wanted to have some flowers pop up and wheat. Killed a lot of skeletons, made a lot of wheat grow, and kind of slowly went from there. And now I have kind of an oasis in the middle of the desert going on. So, yeah, I think we're doing good. Trader. Since I expanded the village, traders will show up at a village. If you got a bed in a house, or you got a bed, a trader is probably going to show up at some point. So I waited for a trader to pop up, and they had a sapling. And then it was just process of cutting down a tree, getting more saplings from the tree, growing some more trees, using the bone meal to make it faster, cutting down the trees, getting more saplings, and so on and so forth, until the only downside is that this is all I've got at the moment. The only other type of wood that I can gather is from a pillager's fortress or tower, and those are kind of a pain. I mean, I can do it, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to get to. I'm kind of hoping that I'll catch another trader at some point, and I can get different types of saplings. and then I can have different types of forts, um, different types of wood, like roofs and stuff. Okay, I have it's a woodland mansion though. I don't know if I'd be able to find one in the desert. What do you think? But true, but true. No, definitely true. There are also a lot of villages in this particular area, um, so I was able to find a lot of stuff. But like, if you want to make a bed, you gotta have wood. You know, you gotta have wood planks, and you can't combine wood sticks to make planks. And since you can't do that, it does make survival a little more of a pain in the asthma. But that was my idea, was to create, like, get something that would take a little harder to survive with. I'm not really worried about like going to the end or anything. Me. And this is all in vanilla. I think I might have a few visual mods, texture mods, but not really much at all. But I just want to see how. I wanted to cover a whole hillside with grass in a desert. Like, I wanted to create an oasis. And so far, I think I'm doing pretty good, honestly. But yeah, no, I forgot about the sapling room. Yep. Yep. Okay. Because I've always liked those playthroughs where somebody has done like uh, Stony Shore or whatever, and then tried to survive on that. And okay. The only other way to get wood is to find a dungeon, or not a dungeon. I mean, a mine, and then you'd have wood, but you're not going to be able to get, you know, saplings. So I gotta fix something that blew up earlier. There we go. I do I want to plant trees because I'm looking to try and get some bees. So how many? I can't do it for there. I heal him up a little bit. But yeah, it's just something to make it a little more tough, but not too tough, just for fun. I lost this guy a while back. He appeared with some other at night, basically. Like, I've even got a third one in here that I need to. I got more dirt. Got 2 looks. 2 looks. Man, hugger. I got 3 looks actually is the song tune. Yeah, okay, the husks and just camels in general are awesome. I guess I never really mess with it that much, but they move fast. I was very impressed with how fast they moved. I never really put a lot of thought into it, but they move fast. But I found the only way to make sure they don't despawn. Oh yeah, no, Gary, the one husk, he disappeared because he fell down a damn hole. I thought he had just despawned, and I put a thing on him, I put a little lab on him, label. Name tag, a word I was looking for. But yeah, no, I put a name tag on him, and he stuck around. And I've got a third one in here for some reason. I've been collecting husks. I don't know what the deal is. They keep showing up. Okay, I know why they're showing up. I'm noticing that they're showing up. It seems like they're showing up a lot. No, you stay out. And these guys are suicidal. They get outside the base and they can't get back in. They get attacked. Villagers are dumb. Yeah, I was just like, okay, I ain't going too damn slow. I gotta speed up. I think also I was thinking it might be a good idea just to plant, because I wanted to see if... Ah! You... Okay. Don't do shit at night. I know. Because creepers don't make noise. They just... And there we go. Alright. I hate it when I get a creeper on me like that. They sneak up on you. No more around. Hiding in crevices and shit. Wait a minute. That... Okay. This is how Gary died. Well, Gary disappeared. He didn't die. What's wrong with you? Don't give me that. Like sighing. Whatever. I'm just trying to live my best life, bro. Yeah, no, yeah, creepers piss me off. Okay, that and iron golems don't see them as an enemy. So if they get into the base, okay, they don't attack anything except you. For some reason, you are like enemy number one to these guys. And I was like, I don't know what I did to you guys, but after Jason Momoa slapped you, you decided everybody was an asshole. I don't know. I love the fact that they made it so you could do name tags. That was a big thing for a while. Just like... Alright. Take care, man. Ooh. Alright. Yeah. That turned out pretty good. And the village looks nice. Walled in area. And looked pretty good. I got an hour and a half out of that. That's a pretty good video. As all of you know, I had the colonoscopy today. Turned out really well. I'm really happy with how things turned out. As I just said, forwards and backwards. And yeah. And coming on here and doing this stream has actually turned out pretty good too. So yeah, today's a pretty good day, and it's only like noon here, so I'm not bad. Anything really cool here? I'm gonna expand the house out a little bit, like this way. That might be something I might try to do. Ah. I'll put a doorway right here. And I will have like a little balcony area over here. I think that'll be kind of sweet. So these are the second area, the floor area. Okay. Oh, I need to fix that because that's not. I need to fix that. The moon's coming up. What do you mean I can't sleep yet? It's night. We're gonna bring this up a little bit. Ah, nice. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. what I'll do is I'm going to have a little stone wall area here, so I have like a little bit of a little deck, a little porch area. Nice. But yeah, so now I have this little area right here, a bit of a bigger place over here, and this is kind of like my little base. It'll be great. I'm gonna get some sand here so I can 1, 2, 3. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am glad they don't have snakes in this game, because I'm just not a fan. Smooth sandstone? What? Okay, that was dumb. I'd like to apologize. Oh, right, that's what I was going to do. Here, I was going to put these in here. So I gotta go back out. All right, here, there. Okay. Here. All right, so Whoosh. Okay, so I need 4 more, and I got 2 ceiling parts done. Then I can finish up this, put a door here, and we'll be good to go. Need it. 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it's just... Alright. Anyway, yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you all had a good time. As always, I'm Sir Drinks a Lot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and guts to enjoy it all down to the last drop. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The Albarenfest himself. He can't be.
He is the Albarenfest?
Mine, that is the Lord.
He's the Lord? Huh? What?
she will be.
You may look up now. Anything you would like to say here? Well, Count Bindevald?
Yes, I'd like for you to punish that commoner girl who attacked me!
Commoner, you say?
Indeed, that little brat whose name is mine! She used her magic to assault me, a noble! She is